Today's exercise can be used for belly dance or indeed any other form of dance, and you just change the genre by changing your arm positions and shapes to make it look like the genre you're trying to represent. So these are steps you can use for exercise or dance, but most of these actually originate from forms of many styles of belly dance. So today we're going to be talking about toes and swivels. So anything where you do ins and outs, and make a very defined shape using the ball or the toe of your foot, very strong in as much as you can, and open the door as big as you can for the out. Now these can be as simple as a little jump in, out. So you can use them on both feet at the same time, one foot at a time, however you want. So that makes a nice shape, maybe crossing hands, putting the wrist, back of the wrist together and holding your arms over your head with good finger shapes. Or you could make all sorts of different shapes depending on what style, street dance, hip hop and many other forms of dance. So this is something even you can use for tap. So many things, jazz, so on and so forth. So this is anything where we're doing ins and outs. These can also be toe heel swivels, toe heel. Now these are used in jive, back toe heel, back toe heel. So you can see many forms. It's an in and an out. Any toe heel swivels or ball heel swivels, any type of in and out. You can do them turning your body direction on the end, in, out. And now you might repeat a routine facing this side or then travelling there. In belly dance, these were called cigarette swivels. You'll see why. You would do back, in, out. Now when we do that in belly dance, back, in, out, we would keep the ball down for the in, out. This is where the word cigarette comes from, because it's like you step away when you drop your cigarette on the floor and stub it out. And as you can see here, my foot's in front of the foot I've stepped back in. So far I've shown you things to the side, but you can make it look more complex by keeping your foot in front of the other one. So play around with it all, and we often use tray hands, where you have a flat palm as if you're holding a tray. Back, in, out. Any form of in and out you can use with the tray hands. So it doesn't have to be the cigarette one, you could use the toe heel. Back, in, out. Back, in, out. So make your own combinations. You might want to take your arm over your head. Back, in, out. And as I say, that one will be good if you're changing directions. Back, in, out. So do have fun with choreography. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone unless you're doing an examination or you're dancing in a team or group. Also, I want to include in this section cross points. Now you could do cross heels. You can go forwards or backwards, or just step, point, step, point, step, point in place. Or you could turn it, cross point, cross point, cross point, cross point. Something I want to mention here is if you're doing a combination like that, don't keep your arms the same. Sometimes I do to show you we're concentrating on the feet, but make each turn a different arms. Cross point, cross point, cross point, cross point. So do vary your arms, which makes the dance look much better. Now here we could do cross point, in, out. Cross point, in, out. Any form of in, out. Perhaps you'd like to do each in, out as a separate, different look. So cross point, in, out. Cross point, in, out. Cross point, in, out. Cross point, in, out. So have fun, a simple step, you can do so much with it. Another simple move here is cowboy slides. Again, in many forms of dance, in different ways. A nice slide and a ball dig. Slide, ball dig. Slide, ball dig. Again, you can add the in, out. Slide, in, out. Slide, in, out. Slide, in, out. Slide, in, out. Any forms of in, out. And the last one I want to cover in this section are thrust, where we literally take the pelvis underneath and push. It's not your stomach coming forwards, it's your pelvis thrusting from underneath with a very sharp movement. So again, you could combine that. Cross point, in, out, thrust. So join everything together, change direction a lot, travel to different places in the room. Simple steps, turn them, and I hope that helps you with some choreography. Or indeed exercise. Why do your exercise just facing the front all the time? Make it interesting, put little different arms in. So everything I show you, I'm not focusing on arms today, but do include not only arms, but head in everything you do. So even if you're not doing choreography and you're just doing a workout, if you're working on legs, why? Why not work on your arms at the same time? So you only need half the amount of time to exercise if you're using your arms at the same time as your legs. Just because the workout says we're using our legs now, and now we're doing an arm exercise, halve your time. Do arms and legs at the same time. Until next time, happy dancing. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up.